got this cute little top thrifting, and I love it. It has the little 3/4 length sleeves, and then I just paired it with some little bangles and some sparklies and jewelry. And yeah, the neck piece, one of the neck pieces that I made. And yeah, step back and see how this looks. I think that's such a pretty combo. It's such a combo I've never seen before. So I've got these beautiful, I hope you can see these shoes, guys. They're so amazing. I've showed these in a while. Yeah, these shoes are so amazing. They're like real shiny. They're gold like, and it's just low heels, so they're super comfy, super practical, super, got that super casual vibe of dressy, fancy a little bit, but super casual. And oh, if you notice, guys, I don't know if you can see that, but my foot is bandaged up because I got bit. I got bit by a brown recluse spider, and I'm telling you, it was quite the bite. But yeah, that's why my foot's bandaged up. So anyway, I guess you like it. I'm loving the okay, I've got a thread there. Okay. Anyway, I was going to show you something else. These were those, I told you I would show you these when I got these done, and these are the hand thingies that I made out of the sleeves when I did a shirt. I did that shirt. And yeah, I'll show you those, but stay tuned. I see you soon. Alright, so here we are back, and I wanted to show you these how these turned out. They're so amazing. You see? So it's just it was the sleeve, and I just cut those off, and then I set one of the buttons. There were two buttons. There's two buttons. I set one of them over so that it would be tighter, and then I added this lace, and see how that gives your hands that little bit of protection, and it just looks really cute. So yeah, those are so fun to make. And yeah, so this is my, so if you can see, okay, these are my shoes. And yeah, so this is where I got bit, right here on my foot, guys. And let me show you something to look at. But that is where I got bit. Hi guys, I'm back in. I just wanted to share a little inspiration with us, and yeah, a little uplifting. So yeah, I thought I would share my experience with this latest thing that has happened, with the spider bite. So basically, I'm not going to go into all the details of the things that, I mean, there was a lot of things basically leading up, crazy kind of things leading up to this. Start off with the latest thing. And yeah, this happened not very long ago, actually. I'd say maybe a week ago at the most. And it was so, I never knew when it happened. So I never really knew when it happened. And when I first noticed, it was just a little red tiny, well, not tiny, but just like a mosquito bite looking thing. And it didn't really bother me at all then. And actually, throughout this whole thing, I never experienced any pain whatsoever. I never experienced pain. I only had some itching a little later on, and I had some severe, or a lot of itching, but then that kind of just faded out. The itching part kind of went away. And then I started to notice that it started to be like it was getting eaten up into the middle of it, and it was spreading out, and it was like a blister, and it just, if you've ever been bitten by a brown recluse, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And it is a scary thing, because in the beginning I did not know for sure what it was, and I thought, oh no, what if it is I've got some kind of flesh-eating disease, because that was naturally what I was thinking, because it was eating away at the flesh. But then I thought, well, it's more realistic that it was a spider bite, and the brown recluse is the one that does that, causes your skin to just kind of get all deteriorated and stuff like that. So that's what I went with, that it's the brown recluse, it's a spider bite. And seeing that I did not get sick, I did not have any fever, I did not have any symptoms whatsoever, except it was uncomfortable and awkward. There was no pain. It looked terrible, and it was uncomfortable because I had to wear, well, this is the first time I've actually worn any kind of pretty shoes. As you can see, they're not quite pretty. But yeah, I had to wear looser type. I had to keep it bandaged, and I keep like a sock on my foot for protection, and then I keep shoes on all the time. Well, boots on, basically. I have a pair of really cute boots that I love, but they're kind of big and loose, and they're really old and everything, but that I've been able to wear those without any kind of issues or whatsoever. And so I'd say the worst part of it for me was it's a great inconvenience, because I just do not have time to be laid up. I'm constantly working, guys. I mean, there's just things that I have to do, and I just don't have the time, basically, to limp around, and, and so it's so awkward, because it was hard to do a lot of the things I had to do, but I managed it. But the mainest thing is I'm just so grateful, guys. I'm just so very grateful that I was so lucky and so blessed, because I feel like God actually, he shielded me. God shielded me, because I'm like what you would call like a very high risk for things like this, because, well, that's a whole nother story, but I'll get into that story at another time, but just leave it at the part that I say I'm a high risk. So, I didn't know at first what to expect. It was scary, and the scariest thing to me was not knowing, and it was like I kept thinking to my mind, oh God, let it just be a brown recluse, because I didn't want I know both are terrible, but I didn't want the first, the flesh-eating disease to me was more scary and horrible than the brown recluse. So I was like, just let it be the brown recluse, So, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. But I'm just so very grateful to God for shielding me. I feel like I was totally shielded through this, because honestly, I don't even feel it. It looks horrible. It looks terrible. I do not feel any pain. I don't have any discomfort. I don't have any symptoms. It's just like, when will it go away? And I realize it takes time. Now, I took 2 antibiotic pills of they were 100 milligrams. I took doxycycline. And this was several days after this happened, This was quite a bit after this happened, because at first I was like, all right, we're just going to let God do this. This is God's, this is a testimony from God, because I'm going to let God see me through this. But God let me know in my spirit that it's my, I have the power in my mind to come out of anything. And all right, so this is where it comes in that I'm trying to share with you a little bit of inspiration. God told me that I have the power within me to heal and come out of any situation. So, but he said, I give you free will. And if you're like connected to the Most High like that, he's going to love you with whatever choice you make, as long as he's going to love you no matter what choices you make. But he is not the type of God that is going to judge you because you made the decision to take medicine for something that's happened and not let him heal you completely on your own, because he is actually the one that does it. Because you can have all the medicines in the world and still not heal. People die from these kind of spider bites all the time, guys. And, well, I don't know about that. They have said it's rare, but there's all kinds of serious reactions you can get. And these people have even been hospitalized and stuff. So I'm giving all the glory to God, because he is the one ultimately who shielded me and made it where I just did not even honestly feel this, or even, yeah, it was uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable at times, but to me, it was nothing. I've had so many worser things than this. I've had a prick or a hangnail that hurted worse than this. So I know that I was shielded from the venom and the poison. And thank God for God, because I just wanted to share it, because I want you to realize that if you can somehow get in the connection to the Most High and stay in that connection and pray and make time for that, that's really all he wants from you. He doesn't want somebody that's an expert. He doesn't want the most well-versed person in the world. He actually wants the broken people and the people that are the cast-outs and the rejects and all of that. Because he does his best work in those scenarios. So yeah, I didn't want to drag this on, because this is just a quick little, hopefully an uplifting thing for you. Because if you can know that I survived and I got through this and I was totally protected, and I'm still going about my business, I'm still doing everything that I have to do and try to fit in things that I want to do. I hope that you can draw away a little bit of inspiration from that, and know that no matter what, there's hope. There's always hope. So don't let it devastate you. Yeah, I'm not saying, don't take actions and stuff. Do what you need to do. But like I said, for me, I was like going to just give it all. I did give it all to God. And because there were times I did break down and I cried, because like I said, I had been there's so many crazy things that has happened. As you know, my story is kind of a story of otherworldly, crazy type, a lot of sci-fi-ish type of experiences that I get. And the craziness about a lot of it is these things, they don't just seem to happen randomly. It's like there's always a bunch of stuff that starts to happen, and then, it just kind of keeps escalating. Like I said, that's for a whole nother thing, but anyway, yeah, there was a lot of crazy things. And that's just kind of the story of my life, basically. So I've learned now that I never know how God's going to use me, but I don't shy away from it, because I trust him 100% completely. And that doesn't mean that I don't still get scared and get fearful and get upset and cry and even, Lord forbid, feel sorry for myself, But I always come out of it, because there's just something within me that, well, it's the Christ energy that's within me that forces me to, he don't let me stay down. It makes me rise to the occasion. And it's like, it's like, I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm only in competition with myself. And so it's like, you're not going to sit back and be disabled or crippled because of this, because that's exactly what the enemy wants. He wants you to be broken. He wants you to be crippled. He wants you to be, you know, delayed and all this stuff. And he comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. So yeah, that's what he wants, but but God ain't having it, and I'm not having it, because I'm just ain't got that kind of time to waste on things like that. There's too many other things I'm interested in and want to do. So I hope you find it a little bit inspiring, and yeah, but do take it from me, guys. Once bitten, it's more than twice shy. It's like you're a lifetime shy now. I am so careful now because, as I said, I'm not sure how it happened. There were times, I'm busy working outside. There were a few times I ran outside barefoot, and I'm around a lot of like I said that one time, digging in the quagmire and, the wood and working and painting and building and renovating. And then you've got all the other things like the in the house and stuff like that. And caring for my animals, cleaning up after the animals. And I live in an old house, even though we renovated it and put it had to be rebuilt from the ground up. I always used to think, well, I don't like to get things sprayed by the bug sprays, because I felt like the bug spray were more risky than the spiders. But now I've changed my mind and my attitude on that. And it's like, yes, well, you have to keep your things sprayed really good. And you have to always check. So it's like, now it's like I may be a little overly aware, because I will turn my clothes in. It doesn't matter, if they're just all nice and neat somewhere. I will take them and shake them and fold and take them inside out, shake them out. Same thing with my shoes and my boots. And I will sweep, and I will just, I used to save the spiders all the time. I would try any kind of insect, I would save them and take them out. And I still basically do that, but now I'm a more careful as to, if I see something that is a threat to me, I will, dispose of it in a way that I know it can't get to me. And I know that's maybe not the most sweetest thing to do, but it is, sometimes you have to take drastic actions if you are being attacked in a certain way. And spiders seem to be a way that I get attacked a whole lot. I did a video on that. I might connect it to this, but I had been there was a time that I went 4 months and I was getting bit every single night. And I made the video about that. It was very, very traumatic. I never went to the doctor. I never did anything but depended on God. And God brought me through that, because that was such a long ordeal. 4 months of every night getting these spider bites. Big welches, big spider bites. They hurt. They itched. They never did, though, what this did. So I realized this was much more serious. But yeah, so I'm very leery of that, and I tell you to always be on the lookout. Check all your clothing, check everything. You just never know. Try to keep things, just take all those kind of precautions. But I will say that, leading up to this, not only did I have physical things in the physical world going crazy and wild and supernaturally unbelievable things going on leading up to this. It's like you just don't get a break. I was also having a lot of the more spiritual type of things, like with the dreams and the visions and things like that were going on with me. And so, yeah, those are I don't know, a lot of times the enemy will attack you with stuff, and I kind of know the difference between a spiritual attack from the enemy or a warning from God. they're two different things, and I might be able to, I don't know if anybody would be interested in that sort of thing. I could do a video on that because I have plenty of experience with that. And yeah, but I just want to keep it light right now because there's enough darkness going on. And yeah, I made my choice and my decision to not let this thing get me down. And as I said, it was all God's doing because he kept me, for me not to be, that I can be able to stay up and rise up because, like I said, it did not hurt. I didn't know when it happened. It never hurt even after at its worst. It never hurt me. And it seems to be just naturally taking its course. And so I just put my whole trust in God that it's just another one of those freak things, that it's going to be okay and I'm going to come out of it because I mean, he's healed me from so many things, I mean, I got the wig that had the itchy things, the thing that I thought, oh no, they've laced the wig with the head lice, because I got a faulty wig. But, and that went on for a while. That went on for quite a while. And, but I cast those out with prayers. I did warfare prayers. I prayed against that. And I just, I washed the wig, I bagged it up, and I just love it. It's one of my favorite wigs now. And honestly, during all that ordeal, God gave me, because it was terrible. That was way worse than this. But I did pray on that, and God told me how to do it. And I cast that out. I cast it, and like I said in the video, I said, who would think you could actually cast out head lice? But it happened. It happened for me, and I go into it in detail how it happened. But I just hope that you find this inspirational, and that you know that your sis here got through it, And if I can get through these things, guys, let you know that there's always hope, and there's always possibilities, and you can do it. It can be done. But you have to have Christ. You have to have the Christ energy. So I just want to close here with a little prayer right now because I think it's very important. And my prayer is that, all right, first of all, before the prayer, I want to say that I hold no malice for anybody if they intentionally or unintentionally have had unfortunate agendas towards me. I always like to put things in a nice, mild manner. I don't hold judgments on those people because I realize that people have their own things that they're going through and they're carrying, and so a lot of times they're unhealed. They've got their own issues. They just have to. So I just want you to know that I only feel compassion for you. Because I am unconditional love, and I will never judge anybody for things like that. I mean, I just, like I said, that's just not me. I take it to God, and then I pray for these. I pray for the people. And what I pray for right now is that God will let anybody, even me included, or anybody for that matter, that they will receive a divine intervention from the Most High, because that is the only person that can change their spirit. Like I always say, God told me it's bigger than me. I can't cure people. I can't cure broken people, but He can. And I'm the vessel that He uses. And so through me, He can, He's using me, to, open the eyes of somebody. So just know that you are more than enough worthy of God's restoration. So the prayer is that you shall get a desire within your heart and an inspiration that no, it's not hopeless, and that you too can go to Him. He will never turn you away. And yeah, see what goes from there. You may build a strong relationship, and you will then be in for the most miraculous miracles of your life. and it may not always be easy. I understand that. So I'm just going to keep sharing the inspiration with you, hoping that it will help you. And we thank you, Jesus. We thank you, God, for being able to give the people free will, but also being there with open arms, always to welcome them in when they want to come back to you if they've strayed away. So hopefully be back, guys, soon with some more. And I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I want to thank all the wonderful people that have supported me with so much love. And I just appreciate you guys so much. And the ones that are working behind the scenes, angels. And I know that I feel this, I see this, and I actually feel a shift. I feel a more healing shift that's taking place more, because as you know, guys, I went through it all. I definitely went through it all, but yeah. So I hope that you will be blessed in your day and find the joy and the courage to keep going no matter the dire circumstances, because I know how impossible it can be. Believe me, honey, I know. And I'm sending you out so much love and peace and good energy, good Christ-like energy. So till next time, guys, take care and know you are loved. And you've got a best friend in Jesus. You can always turn to him. And it's never too late. As long as you go to him with an open, pure heart that means has that true desire. He knows. He sees everything. He sits high, but he looks low, and he knows your heart. He knows our hearts. So you have to work on your heart and ask him to help heal your heart. Help open your heart. That's the beginning. That could be the beginning for you. So that's all I want for you. I just want the very best for you. So I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'm out, guys. Take care. See you soon. God willing. Peace, creativity, and joy.